Welcome to episode 3 of Shady Behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Jerm just got out of work, so he's not here. So instead, we have a special guest. We have Chris Cool.
Hello.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Any of y'all had an eventful last week?
Yes, we did.
I
Most of it was cut out.
didn't hang out, bro.
What you mean?
You and Gup
Like
just
podcast wise?
no, just like in general.
Yeah.
Oh.
We didn't hang
Oh,
out
yeah,
with you this last week.
Oh yeah. No. I thought you meant like the podcast. Podcast was interesting.
Ah.
Did you
Video's gonna be in
did you watch the last podcast, Jerm?
No.
I
just- I heard it was ass. I heard it was ass. I know you cut like 50% out, so it's like, damn, I know that
Yeah,
shit.
but
upon your
Yeah.
upon your request.
Really? Oh yeah, because I don't want to fucking get hung and lynched.
Bro,
And shit.
I watched the last podcast and that shit kind of blew. It was just funny.
Bro, he was cracking up, so that means it's a good podcast, man.
So that means it's entertaining.
That was like a fucking Pop Tart,
Bro, not every podcast has to be like I don't know. Extremely
but there
serious topic.
I don't know, but Jerome was like, I don't know, bro.
Damn, he's talking about you, bro.
he was
What he was talking about
retarded.
me.
A little stupid.
I'm smarter
My
this
bad.
time now. I'm smarter.
You guys gotta say
So-
Pop Tart,
cool.
you know?
You know what I mean?
But I got some interesting topics for today's pod.
Yeah, me
I
too,
got
me
some
too.
thinkers.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
a thinker.
I'm ready to think.
All right. Then feast your ears on this question. All right.
All right.
In your guys' humble opinion, what
Actually-
makes a sandwich a sandwich?
Hold on. I got the answer to this. I got the answer.
All right.
All right. Something that makes a sandwich a sandwich. You could put anything in between it. You could put a fucking car engine in between that bitch. As
Mhm.
long as it got a bread on top and
That
a
was a
sort
turn.
of bread on the bottom. Like that makes it a sandwich.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
Alright, so
kind
I-
of agree with her.
So a hot dog is a sandwich.
Yes. I believe yes, it's a type of sandwich, yes.
All right. But do you guys believe like a long 12-foot sub counts as a sandwich, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a sandwich.
Continue straight to stay on US 130 north.
Like shit. Don't miss your exit.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, where were you going with that?
What do you mean? Like
So a long 12-foot, you just wanted to make an example?
because I was thinking like Jern like said it as like a sandwich on a breaded piece on top and a breaded piece on bottom. But you know how some subs are cut, so it's not just like two separate pieces of bread, but instead they're like combined in the middle. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
consider that like a type of sandwich, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
'cause
if you get one piece of white flat bread and put like a sausage and you fold it, is that still a sandwich?
Yeah.
Because it's not one piece of bread on top of another piece of bread. It's just one.
I feel like it fits the criteria, yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't say that because at that point that's not even a sandwich. Like you put
is,
peanut because you put peanut butter and jelly on one slice of bread, then just fold it. That's not a sandwich.
It is a sandwich.
No, it's not.
Ain't bro, low key, it is. Why does that not qualify as a sandwich?
Because you don't have that extra slab of bread at that point. It's just bread with spread. So you're saying you would consider you grab a piece of bread, spread butter on it. Would that be a sandwich?
If you fold it, yes, it will be a sandwich.
What?
If you fold it and then the sides are like like on that shit, then yeah, it's a
In
sandwich.
half a mile, continue straight to stay on US 131.
Gup, what's your take on this?
So my take, I think
Yeah.
if it's got bread, right, and if you
Yeah.
can grab it with just the bread, it's a sandwich. You know what I
Okay.
Yeah,
mean?
but see, that doesn't really make sense to me because that's like you spread
Wait, wait,
jam
wait,
on
wait.
a toast. There's no way that's a sandwich, even if you fold it.
I mean, it's a
Yeah, like
sandwich.
if you get a toasted piece of bread and you spread bread on that bitch, it's a sandwich now.
What you said? You said if you grab a piece of bread and spread bread on that shit, it's a sandwich.
No, butter on that
Butter.
bitch.
Oh, no, it's not a sandwich.
I'm asking Gup because
Oh,
like
alright.
you say if you can grab this shit and it's a bread. Wait, Gup, what the fuck you say?
Like if you can grab that shit, you know, and you're
Grab it.
touching bread, right? If you're touching
Uh huh.
bread, it's bread, right? Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
then to make a sandwich, you need bread, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're grabbing bread, you're grabbing a sandwich. Mm.
So a piece of bread is a sandwich.
No. If it's
Then
bread,
what's the difference?
if it's bread on bread, it's a sandwich.
If it's bread on bread, it's a sandwich. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Type shit.
I
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
if it has to be a piece of bread on top of a bread.
Wait. Hold on. Are y'all excluding the middle part? Y'all just saying bread on top of bread. Where's the middle part at? Y'all not like. So you're saying like you grab a piece of bread and you put another piece of bread on that bitch. It's a sandwich now.
Huh?
Yeah,
It
it's a
would
bread
just a
sandwich.
sandwich of nothing.
All
A
right.
bread sandwich.
Yes,
There's
sir.
nothing.
All right, yeah, all right.
Hold on.
Let's say you got a piece of white flatbread, you put another piece of flatbread on top of that, and then you fold it. Is that still a sandwich then?
That shit is not a sandwich. It's just bread.
Cause you said a piece of bread on top of a piece of bread. That's what a sandwich is.
Nah, I'm saying like a piece of bread, some shit in the middle. That's why I said like it could be a fucking car engine in that bitch. As long as there's something in between the two breads, then it's a sandwich.
But what if there's air in between the bread?
Nigga, you can't eat air, yo, bruh, some bullshit. You cannot
What?
eat air, my
Hmm.
nigga.
No,
That's
it
just
would
bread.
just be a
Oh,
sandwich
bro,
of nothing.
think about it. Think about it. You're not philosophizing with me.
Oh, wait.
No, nigga.
Wait.
Let him cook.
You get you get two pieces of white bread, right? And then you get
Uh-huh.
like whole grain bread and put it in the middle. Is that a sandwich?
Oh,
All right, if
Right?
you
It
get
would
like,
be a sandwich.
wait,
It
all
would
right,
just be.
hold on. It would be a bread sandwich. That would be a bread sandwich. Like if you get white bread,
Exactly.
whole grain, like if you get whole grain in that middle and then white bread on top, that's like a bread sandwich. Yeah,
Yeah, because it would be different types of bread. I agree with Germ.
yeah. You know what I mean? Some shit
Yeah,
in the
so it's a
middle.
sandwich.
Yeah, that's a sandwich. But if you just get white bread and then white bread on top of that bitch, it's not a sandwich. That's just bread with more bread.
all right. Then what if it's white bread, then white bread in the middle, and then another piece of white bread? Is
That
that
would
a
just be.
That's still
That would
bread.
just be an incomplete
That's still
sandwich.
bread. That's just
Nah,
bread, my nigga. That's
nah,
just
because
more
if you
bread.
put
That's not even a
another
sandwich.
piece of bread at the bottom, it would become a double decker sandwich.
A double. It's not a sandwich at all.
That
That
is
shit. That
because it's a
shit is
piece
just
of
bread.
bread on top and a
It's
piece
just
of bread
hella
on
bread.
bottom.
and then one in the middle, but it's still
No,
white bread. It's three pieces of white bread.
Three pieces
that
of
shit
white
is
bread.
not a
Then that would
sandwich.
just be
It's
an
just bread.
incomplete double decker.
Wait, so if I put water on the bread and then put the bread on top of the bread, is it a sandwich or not?
That's a sandwich. Yeah. That's a water sandwich. Yeah.
All
We just making shit up now, bro.
right. All right.
Nah, that's a water sandwich. That's a water sandwich, bro. That shit exists.
All right.
Used to have that shit every day, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yo.
I've been
Down
broke
with them
many
things.
times. I don't know what to believe.
Copyright.
I'ma say it's my fault.
Copyright.
It's
Copyright.
my
Very
Copyright.
good.
Oh,
Copyright.
no copyright, bro. We'll get this shit taken down.
All right, bro. Pack it up. All right. Well, that
All
was
right.
my slice of topic.
All right, I have a
I was
question
just
for you guys.
wondering what y'all were thinking about Brett or what makes a sandwich.
All right. I have a question for you guys. I was writing
Mhm.
an essay for school for this. Do you guys believe human space exploration should exist?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but why? Because I was thinking like we waste tons of money on that, right? And then there's always the risk
Nope.
of them dying. So I was just like, why
Hold
don't
on,
we
hold on.
just send the robots up there? You know?
Wait. What was the question? What was the question?
Should space exploration exist? And I was thinking no, because like you could just send the robots out there. And you know what happened with like the Challenger and shit, where it blew up? Then like 8 people died. That show was broadcasted on television. Then it's like all the dangers of going up there. You know?
I get that. This might say I get that, but at the same time, robots can only do so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
Like we're not at that point in technology to where we can even shoot a robot up there and he can do a whole bunch of shit. We don't got
Oh
that type
God.
of
yo,
technology.
fuck are you talking about? Have you not heard about the Mars rovers?
Bro, that
Damn, it's
shit
just a
is
driving
nothing, bro.
robot,
He
gang.
walks around.
Dumbass.
He
Fuck
picks.
you
He's
mean?
a fucking
There's been
bro. That
tons of
nigga,
robots on the moon
bro.
that did the exact same shit as Neil Armstrong.
It just drives.
He drives and he picks up shit. That's it. He doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
Like you
but what the
need
fuck did Neil
humans.
Armstrong did? He just took a few hops on the moon, then just left.
Nigga, that's
He
the
piloted the
biggest shit. What
spaceship,
are you talking
bro.
about?
What?
Bro,
Yeah, you
bro,
gonna have to
bro. If
pilot
you
the big
really
shit.
talk about that, what the fuck was the point? Just for him so he can like I don't know jump on the moon, come back.
It's an achievement. It's an achievement for humankind
Yeah,
because no
but
human
really
has
think about it. What's the point of the achievement?
To gain new knowledge
explore
about
That
space,
shit.
my nigga,
there's
for
a
research.
it's like they got a human to go to another thing that isn't Earth.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
whoa, what the fuck are we gonna do with that?
Now
that's
we're
It's
gonna
all right.
ban.
just it's just like
First of all,
gratification. Like, yeah, we can do this. Oh my God.
yeah,
Exactly.
and the
That's
thing about
so
it,
lame because they spent so
no,
much
it's
money on
not.
that. And not
No,
to
no, no.
mention during the space race they hired Nazi scientists to in order to complete it.
All right, nigga. All right,
Bro.
look, nigga. Cause you just talking. Look,
These guys are gonna
first of
for
all,
real.
first of all, first of
That
all,
ass.
all right. Not only is it an
Yeah,
accomplishment, it's the fact of research, my nigga. Is research. We're also
yeah,
don't
but
forget we're
research
also
a
perfecting.
fucking robot could do easily.
No, he can't, my nigga.
Yes, he
You think
can. The Mars rover, bro.
a
He can
random
do the
ass
exact
robot
same
can
shit
figure out
that
how to
Neil
build a
Armstrong did.
perfect shuttle to go up, bro? Not only are we researching outer space, we're researching how to build a perfect shuttle to shoot the space.
Look,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
not
We didn't
saying
perfect that shit.
I'm not saying we shouldn't explore space. I'm saying humans shouldn't step foot in space because
The thing
robots
about
do
it, we
the
don't
exact
have
same
that.
shit.
Nigga, so you gonna tell us you gotta wait 1,000 fucking years for us to develop the
1,000
technology
years, we
for
already
robots
got
to
to
go up
the
there?
technology.
We have robots that little boys can use, bro, that can drive around and pick up shit.
Yeah,
That's it,
my little
bro.
boys.
Yes,
For
for fucking research.
Who's
You know, Armstrong didn't do
for
fucking
extensive,
jack.
bro.
the
For
monkey and who's
extensive
the lion
research,
in
you
this?
need humans. You need humans for extensive research. And if some shit go wrong, you think a robot gonna like, okay, let me fix the shit. Let me calculate the blah, 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 blah. No, my nigga, we
Yes,
need a
because they
human for
can't
that
do
shit.
that, bro. They
Nigga,
can't
this
do
shit
that,
is
bro.
not the future, bro. This is not
You saw what
Cyberpunk
fucking happened to the
2029, bro.
Challenger? Try to go
Oh
into
my
space.
god.
9 people died. The fucking spaceship blew up,
Okay,
and everybody watched it.
that's research. That's research, bro. That's research. All right,
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
learned
but
from
then we
that,
did
and we
research
built
just for nine
precautions
people
for
to
that shit.
fucking die.
Nigga, all right, bro. Niggas gotta be sacrificed, bro. I'm gonna just say that shit now, bro. Niggas
What?
gotta be sacrificed. Niggas gotta die,
What?
bro. Niggas gotta die, bro.
What are we
What
It's
talking
for
about?
the
that's how we learn, bro. That's how we learn, bro. Niggas gotta die, bro. You know what I mean? That's just the way it
Like
is.
shit.
What?
Like shit.
For research,
I
for
can't
the
even.
betterment of humankind. For the betterment of humankind, niggas gotta die, bro. That's just the way
Yeah,
it
Like
but
is.
shit.
Niggas get
robots can do
experimented
10 times
on.
fucking better than humans, lazy ass.
All right.
No, nigga.
Let me
You
say
all right,
let
bro?
me say
All right,
my
Gov, stand your ground. Stand your ground.
Say your shit, bro.
all right. So, Christian, what are you trying to say, bro? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what is your
Okay,
point?
so my point is, robots could go into space, do it 10 times better than humans, at less the cost,
No, they can't.
and prevent
No,
fucking humans from dying up there for nothing,
All
bro.
right. Oh, all right. First
Absolutely
of all, I don't
nothing.
think we have any robots that are that advanced to do
Dude, we
that.
get the fucking
that's what
Mars
I'm saying.
rover,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
We
All
can
right, the
go to
Mars
Mars with
rover.
a
All right.
robot.
It,
What makes you think we can't go to Moon with a
Hold on,
robot
hold
that
on,
has
hold on,
already
hold
been
RC
on,
done?
hold
car,
on,
bro.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Search that shit up,
All right.
bro.
So, all right, the Mars rover. All it is a robot with wheels. It just drives on Mars, take pictures, and collects rocks. That's it. That's all it does.
Dude,
It has
the
no.
That's
Mars
what I'm
rover
saying, bro.
proves that there's
Shit,
fucking
RC car.
water on Mars.
Okay, but it has no other ability. So the way it
Humans
got
couldn't
there
do
was
that.
on.
And humans can only be at Mars for such a certain amount of time before they fucking evaporate.
Okay.
Okay, but humans can
So you're
provide
saying if
way
humans
more
fucking
research
die, then
than
the
what a
robot could
fucking
stay
RC
there 10 times
can.
longer and do so much more shit.
Bro, we don't have that technology, bro. We don't have
Yes,
that
we
technology.
do. Yes, we do. The
No,
Mars
we
rover.
don't.
There was
We have
the,
RC. Okay. We
the
have
Mars rover
RC
proved
cars
there
in
was
space.
water
That's
on Mars.
cool.
What are we
That's
talking
cool.
about?
Loki, imagine
Nigga,
playing a
it's
games
not
of real
just
life
that,
Rocket League on Mars.
bro. I mean, that'd be cool, but that shit is gonna be like 500 years, bro.
Yeah,
You want to wait
don't you guys
500
don't you
years?
guys realize the radiation on Mars? If you go there for let's say less than a year, you're gonna get 5 times the radiation that you get in a human
Okay,
lifetime.
all right, bro. Listen, you trying to spare niggas' lives so bad. I don't know if you realize this. Niggas that go up to space know exactly what's gonna happen, bro. They know the danger of going into space. They chose to go into space. That's the thing. It's not
Exactly,
like
because they're
they
cop cars,
unwillingly.
so we should abolish it because it's a suicide mission.
Nigga, they're smart enough to go to bro. They're smart enough
No, they're
to
not,
command
bro.
the
What
fucking
happened to the
shield.
Challenger,
No,
bro?
nigga,
What
what are
happened
you
to the
talking about?
Challenger? What happened to the
Bro,
Challenger?
that was research, bro. That was research,
That
bro.
was not
This shit
research.
happened.
They fully
No
planned.
shit
They didn't
like that
expect
happened
anything to
after
go
that, bro.
wrong. Then their fucking
Nigga,
spaceship blew
that's
up.
how. No, all right. Look, how do you think humans evolve and get past challenges and shit? They gotta fail first, bro.
Yeah,
They gotta
fail
fail
fucking
first.
Mm.
robots, not
The
human
challenge, the
lives.
Ah,
challenger failed. The
Fail the
challenger
fucking
failed.
robots,
So guess
not
what?
human lives.
No shit like that. No shit like that happened again. You know
Nobody
what I
gives a
mean?
fuck about some clankers. People give a fuck about humans.
Oh, nigga.
bro, wasn't there
Oh my
people?
god,
Wasn't there
bro.
people that cried when the
So tell me.
Mars rover like died?
Huh? Because they're
That's look,
pussies.
look, 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 look,
People should
look, look.
cry
All right,
over the
so speak to
9
me.
lives that got
Look,
taken on
look,
the
look,
fucking
look, nigga.
Challenger.
Look, nigga. Look, nigga. So look, niggas that go out into war, right?
Yeah?
You don't think they know what the fuck they're doing?
Yeah,
If
because they
human
actually
life
do
was
it
so
for a fucking cause. They're doing it for peace. They're doing it to
going to
win.
space
But
is
over
a
here,
cause,
the
my nigga.
fucking space exploration
Research.
guys, they don't do shit, bro. That
What do you
robots
mean they
can do,
don't do
bro.
shit? They
They
explore
don't do
space,
fucking shit. They
bro.
don't do
Bro, we
anything
have
to
okay.
contribute. They send
Oh
robots,
my
bro.
god,
Dude, the
bro,
whole reason
bro.
humans went up to space is because of the fucking space race, right? The only
Yep.
reason they
Okay,
came up to space because the two countries were fucking getting pissy at each other.
that
Yep.
That's
was
the
not
only
the only
reason why
reason
they
why
even
they get
thought
into
of it.
space. They went into space because of this human accomplishment, my nigga. It's a human accomplishment.
No, it was
It's
because
some
of the
shit we can
fucking
share
space
around the
race.
world.
They wanted to prove that they were
Nigga, that's not the
greater.
only reason. Okay, there was a
That is
space
the
race.
only
Yes,
fucking
that's not
reason. They
the
wanted
only
to prove they
reason.
were greater than the other
That's
country
not
that
the
thought the
only
Soviet
reason,
Union
my nigga.
fell.
That's not the only reason, my nigga. It was also for research. It's for the fact that we can do it. Let's
That
see if
fucking
we can do it,
robots can
bro.
do better, I'm telling you.
all
We
right.
yo, all right, first of all,
All right.
them niggas.
No, go ahead. But I want to get my 2 cents after you, Jim.
All right. I'm saying niggas back then when they was doing that race space or whatever shit,
Yeah?
we did not have that type of technology to send robots into space.
Yeah,
We
we could
don't
have
know
just
what's
waited
out
instead of spending billions of fucking dollars.
there, nigga. We not gonna know until we get up there ourselves, bruh.
Dude,
We not
you're
gonna
gonna tell
know.
the homeless dude he can't have fucking food because they're trying to send a random guy up into space.
All right. Look, bro. This world gonna die, bro. Earth gonna blow up. You know what I mean?
Dude, in
This
the
shit
next
gonna die.
million fucking years. And instead of improving our
Okay,
world,
we're
coming with
doing
everything, we want
research,
to go to
bro.
fucking Mars where it's not possible to fucking live.
Nigga, all right. So what you're saying is we should wait until we get the craziest amount of technology So we don't have to send humans up there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes, bro. And we
All right.
already developed the
All right.
technology, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
But
We don't
humans are gonna take
have that
even
shit,
longer. We're gonna fucking kill a whole bunch of them. What are you on about?
nigga. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, I don't know what do you
Bro.
take right now because Jerem's
Is
pissing me off.
research, my nigga, is not, bro.
Research, I'm
We
doing
can't
a
send
whole
a fucking
fucking essay on this. 6
nigga. We can't
paragraphs,
send an
bro.
RC car in space. We can't send an RC car in space and expect
Do you
a
realize?
fuck ton of research and shit. Boom, boom, boom,
Do
boom.
you realize the Mars rover set in fucking Mars before any human could ever could because they would get fucking evaporated. Do
Nigga,
you
we
realize
get
the only
research,
reason we know
nigga.
about
We
Mars
get
is because of the
research.
Mars rovers? Everything we know about
Okay,
Mars is
nigga.
because of the Mars
Look,
rovers.
nigga. Look, nigga. Look, bro. We sent the RC fucking car in space so we can research the planet, my nigga. We
Yes.
one day
Yes, that's
are
the whole
probably gonna be
point.
able. We are, nigga. Let me finish. We ourselves are probably gonna be able to traverse that planet, but we need research first, my nigga. All right.
Research that
We
we can
need
get with the
research
Mars
first.
rovers. That we already did get with
Oh
the Mars
my
rovers.
god, nigga.
The
The
Mars
Mars
rovers
rover can
already
only do
did
so
everything,
much.
bro. We just need to
He
build
didn't
more
do
advanced
anything.
Mars rovers.
The
They were
nigga took
good.
some pictures. He took some pictures and collected some rocks, my nigga.
Dude,
That nigga's
they
emo.
proved that there's
He
water
didn't
on Mars.
do so
They
much.
proved that life could live on Mars.
All right, nigga. That's not. Oh my god, bruh.
Dude, do your
I don't know if
research.
you realize
Louder.
this.
Wait in, please, because he's pissing me off.
Marco,
Okay.
this nigga's retarded. Why the fuck would you?
Mhm.
All right, yeah. Say your 2 cents. Say your 2 cents, bro.
All right. Well, to answer Germ's question at first, our podcasts were boring up until now. Now you guys are fighting, so it's content. Now, two
And
is
shit.
what? Christian, you're saying that it's cost efficient, right?
Yeah, it's cost efficient.
In what way?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? We're spending billions of dollars trying to get the humans into space, right?
Okay.
And we have spent so much money in just trying to get them up there to space. So they make sure they live while they're in space. There's a whole bunch of extra money being thrown in and making humans can survive, right?
And
To make sure
and
they can
what?
live.
And what? You're thinking that the robots that you're talking about are just free of cost?
They're not free of cost. They are still expensive.
Yes,
thing is,
exactly. So cutting
they are both
cutting
they
cutting
are
some
both expensive. But then you also have to wager in the fact of human life being lost. You also have to wager that in.
They know
Okay,
what they're going into,
okay.
bro.
So most space deaths occur from the launch of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you tally it all up, how many deaths is that in total? Because I think you're just you're
I can
putting
search
this
that up. I'm not sure in the
you're
total,
you're
but I
just
know
you're
that's a
just
challenger.
I feel like you're blowing this a little bit out of proportion to get a point
Right.
across. I'm not saying to completely rule out not sending humans to space, but I mean, what? If you're scared
Alright, it
of human
says
error, robots aren't completely immune to human error
it
because
says as of January 2026, more than 188 people have died in space-related incidents.
are 180,
188
188 across how many years?
across since space exploration was thought of in space race.
Okay, well, consider it or not, it's like I don't know how to say it. I agree with Germ slightly.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Look, I'm saying. All I'm
I'm
saying
just
is.
saying,
Look, all I'm
if the
saying.
technology that Christian is talking about isn't gonna come any cheaper than sending a human into space, because
Yep.
you say it's more cost efficient, but I mean we still have to waste money to get supplies up into space,
Mhm.
like
But yeah, but here's the thing,
food,
right?
whatever else they do.
Compared to a robot launch and a human launch, the robot launch would be more cost effective, and also if you factor in the more pollution the human space rocket causes, it's also better.
And what about employment in that case then?
Employment.
Oh,
Wait.
People would still be employed in NASA for robot research. They would still be employed. Astronauts
look,
still
you
know
taking
a
the
lot
jobs
about
away from
space
the
that they could
people.
help. Employment in here. They can still get jobs. They have all the space information
It's
that they need.
less.
They can still
Oh,
get
there
jobs.
goes the
Less
camera.
There
jobs.
will be no employment lost.
Well, I mean, you can't
Less jobs.
completely rely on.
Wait. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on.
Or it just
All right.
disappeared.
Hold on. I'm connected to the world again. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Let me say what I want to say. All right.
Uh-huh.
So, Christian, you're pretty much saying that it would be more cost efficient and more like just better to use robots instead of humans. Well,
Right, and may I weigh in? If we even tried to get humans to Mars, it would cost over $1 trillion in a 25-year period.
all right. So,
Fuck you mean so?
so
So you're gonna tell the homeless dude that he can't have food?
what is it? The homeless person's still gonna be homeless if I go to Mars or not.
Those are
Fuck.
all government funds going to space exploration. All government funds that could be used for Social Security.
I want to help the people, bro.
All right,
Because
look.
in last year,
Look.
the whole shutdown happened because of lack of funds, and people were disputing of what funds should go to what because they didn't have enough money for everything. So they had to have budget cuts. With that money that the government could have gained back, right? They could have given more
Okay.
funds to Social Security and other things. And that would have avoided the whole government shutdown.
Okay, listen to me.
Wait.
You don't have the
Where's the
answers,
switch
my
at,
nigga.
bro? We're just talking
You
about
don't have
space.
the answers, my nigga. Yeah,
I
you don't
do
got
have
the
the
answers,
answers.
my
I
nigga.
just
Look,
told you the fucking answers.
All right, let's go back to being in
all right,
space again.
look, bro, look. All right, yeah. Let's go back to space. Look,
All right, first off,
all
that
I'm
robot's
saying
not
is
advanced enough to do all that bullshit. It's easier to send
that's
humans
what
up
I'm saying.
there. It's only a 3% death rate
No, it
of
is
going to
not.
space.
No, it
Yes, it
is
is,
not.
bro.
No, it is
Yes, it,
not.
bro.
It's easier
Do you know how
to get
difficult
up
it
there.
would be to
No,
build and program a
it is
robot
not
to
easier.
make functions and to be able to like send signals to it from all the way from Earth? Like, it makes no
Dude, we
sense.
already have
I'm
that
saying
technology. We would have to do the same shit with humans.
this shit is
We
shitty,
still
but
need to get
my boy.
signals up into their videos. What?
All right,
Listen,
yeah, but
bro.
all right,
Listen.
but for a robot to do this task, we need humans to control the robot to like tell it what to do.
Oh yeah, and the
With a
fucking
human, you don't
ground,
need
not
someone.
space, bro. And not to mention, robots last fucking months longer than humans could. They can only spend up there for a certain amount of time.
Okay,
Robots don't
okay.
stay up
Tell me
there
this.
for
Tell me
This
this.
months
thing goes
unlike
wrong.
humans.
All right, what if like the robot disconnects? Now we can't do anything about it. It's gone. If that was a
Oh
human, it
yeah,
would
it's
just
gone. If the
do
human
our by
fucking
itself.
dies, we can't do anything about it. It's gone.
What? Yes, he can, bro. He can pile himself back, dickhead. That's what they're trained
Compile
for.
himself back with what, bro? He's gonna get fucking a regen potion?
What? He's just gonna fly back to Earth, bro. Fuck you mean?
Huh? Yeah, but in your case, you're saying if the robot dies, what if the human dies?
I guess he
Look,
died,
look.
bro. Like,
You are dick sucking humans. You are dick sucking humans. You're dick sucking humans. Look. Look. The thing about it is for us to be able to safely and like all this shit. Look, what happens if a rock falls on the shit, right? It damages the robot. You think the robot
Dude,
is
what if the
gonna,
fucking
oh, let me
human gets
repair
hit by a
myself?
rock? You could say
Us
the
to
same
have,
thing about humans.
he's gonna critical think, and he's gonna be like, okay, bro, I'm gonna problem solve real quick because we're humans, bro.
Yo,
We have
great. He's about
precautions
to
for
get
that shit.
fucking hit by
If
a
the
rock.
if the
What does it
robot
matter?
if the robot, I'm just saying, if it gets damaged in any
Even if
way,
the robot
the
got
robot
hit
is
by a
not gonna be
rock,
like,
it
all right,
would stay longer in space than the human ever could. Because the humans only
nigga,
have a certain
no,
amount of
bro,
time
because
before they gotta rush back because they gotta have oxygen and shit.
humans can
The
think,
robot would spend
bro. Humans can think. Humans can think. Look, bro. Look.
fucking robots,
All
bro.
right,
Have you not seen
we
the
don't
shit they're
have
doing?
that. We don't have the technology for robots to fucking think on their own, bruh. We gotta
Yes, we
control
do,
that
bro.
shit. Just
We
like
have
what Cup
fucking
said. We gotta
AI.
control
The
the.
Mars rover. The Mars
Nigga,
rover
you think we
figured
can
out all
send
that shit.
AI to space and it can just handle that shit?
Everything
No, bro.
uses
There's
AI.
too many components, bro. There's
No, that's
too many
not,
components,
bro.
bro.
You're
There's too many
literally
components and
speaking.
too
I
many
don't know what the fuck
variables,
you're
bro.
speaking, bro. We already have the tech, bro. We just got to make it a bit better.
We don't have the tech, bro.
Yes,
We
we
don't
do. The
have
Mars
the
rover
tech, bro.
discovered water on
We
Mars and
don't
life.
have the tech, my
The
nigga.
Mars rover discovered
Bro,
life
Bro, are you
and water
stupid,
on
bro?
Mars.
Bro, it just
the
drove around, bro. It
Mars
didn't think
rover
about it
is
found
an
the
The
water, bro.
Mars
Like
RC
rover
humans saw the
discovered
car.
water.
water and life
This
on
shit is
Mars.
an RC car.
Who do you think
Yeah,
deciphered that
Nigga,
information, bro? It
yeah.
was humans, dickhead.
You're missing all the fucking tech that it has. You can't just call it a
it has
fucking
a
RC car.
camera and some wheels and an arm. It has a
Oh,
camera,
God.
some wheels, and an arm, my nigga.
Oh,
I
God.
could have built that
Yes,
shit
so
in science
together all
class.
them it found water and life on Mars, bro. Humans could
All right,
never do that shit because they can't
By
even get
sending
to Mars.
samples back to Earth,
humans
bro. What
can
do you mean?
definitely do that shit.
No, they
Oh
can't. They
my
would fucking evaporate before they even try to get to Mars. They would be
nigga, that's
dying of
why
the
we,
cold.
bro. That's why
And
we
say, Max, stay up
research.
there
That's
for an
why
hour.
we research.
Max, stay up there
That's
for an
why
hour.
we research,
And
bro.
robot, yeah,
That's why we
exactly.
research.
Robot tech is so
Fucking
much more fun research than human research.
All right, nigga. I'm not
Robots can do
saying yo,
so
bro.
much more
Robots
things
can't
than
go to
humans could
space.
ever
I'm
could.
saying humans can, huh?
Look, robots could do a lot more things than humans could ever could because humans still have to find a way to live.
Sorry.
Robots, on the meanwhile, all they have is tech. They don't have a real heart. They don't have a real life. You don't have to worry about all the
Nigga,
fucking
bro, we can get
temperatures and shit
way
and all the
more,
radiation
bro.
because it's a
We
fucking
can get
robot that could live way
we can
longer.
we can get way more research out of a nigga in space than a robot in space, bro.
All right, bro,
We can
wrap
get
it up, bro.
way more research.
All right, next
You
question.
saying
Next
wrap it
question.
up like you right.
Because I am right, bro.
All
I'm
right, bro.
repeating the same thing to you. Wrap it up, bro. Next
Nigga,
question.
you're not right, bro.
Next
You're not
question,
right,
bro.
my nigga. You're
Next
not right,
question.
my
Next
nigga.
question.
You're not
Next
right,
question.
nigga. You're not
Next
right, my
question.
nigga. You're not right, my nigga.
Question.
You're not right, my
All
nigga.
right, children.
You're
All
not
right,
right, my
children.
nigga.
All right, children. We can agree to disagree. Everyone has their opinions.
No
That is why it is called a
bullshit. Wait,
debate, bro. It's called a debate. Let's settle down. Where the fuck is
fuck that
Gup at? He
shit, bro.
disappeared again.
It,
Cup
my
disappeared.
bad, bro. The game keeps kicking me out. It's
All
really
right.
annoying.
Some bullshit.
All right.
All right, who wants to
We're
who wants
debating
the next
about
question?
something we have no control over. So I don't know what you guys are getting pissed off about. If I'm completely honest.
Bullshit.
Yeah, let's go to the next question, guys. Fell it out of hand there.
If I'm completely honest. Bro, NASA isn't gonna listen to Christian, who is a 13-year-old 8th grader, and they're not gonna listen to Jeremiah, who isn't
Yup.
in college and is working at a jewelry parlor. So no matter
All
what
right,
you
yo. All
guys
right, you
say,
gotta expose me like
no
that,
matter
bro.
what you guys say, it doesn't matter. Respectfully, no matter what I say, it doesn't matter. But it's your opinion. Jeremy's probably right. Christian's probably right. All right, go. Please tell me one of your
Whoa, now.
dumbass
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
things.
Let's not get. Come on now, bro. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. You guys are tweaking out over a
No
podcast question.
way.
All right, in your guys' humble opinion, right?
Keep it humble.
All right. Actually, no, I don't want to do this again because actually, you know what? Fuck it. Remember, everyone's opinions are valued, right?
All right.
It is a debate. It is a debate.
Chop, bro.
Do you
Somewhat, yes.
do you think the death penalty should still be a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes. Niggas gotta die, bro. Niggas gotta
Yeah,
die.
they gotta die, low-key. They gotta die.
Yep.
They gotta die.
I feel like the way it's carried out, like, cause I know niggas like, yo, bro, death by I'ma shoot you 50,000 times. Or I know some niggas are still doing like, yo, death by hanging and shit. Like, I feel like that shit shouldn't exist. I feel like it should all just be lethal injection. You know what I mean?
Nah, you know what I think?
What?
You know what I'm thinking, Germ? I'm thinking
All right, what
like
do you think, Kev?
I'm thinking stuff like lethal injection, like you still get some pain, but like What's the point of the death penalty if they don't like really suffer pain while they're dying? You know.
It's a it's about removing them niggas from Earth. That's the point of a death penalty.
Oh
You know
God.
what you know what I think, low key. I think like you know
And
like
niggas who suffer.
I don't know like a pedophile, right? He did
Yeah.
some like
Yeah.
truly horrendous crimes.
Be
I
some
think
torture shit.
I think the police officers to just like fucking just throw stones at him till he fucking dies. You know.
Stone him?
That is
Like
some
shit.
Africa shit.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, look,
Some
I feel
BCE
like
type of
yeah,
punishment.
punishment. I feel
Some
like
Jesus
the
time.
punishment should fit the crime, but I feel like you shouldn't like. I feel like I know like niggas gonna be like, yo,
Where the
this
fuck
nigga
is
should
Cup
suffer,
at?
bro. He did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But I feel
Right.
like the punishment itself should be you leaving Earth. You know what I
No,
mean?
I think the
The punishment
punishment should
itself
be.
is you don't get to live.
I think you should. I think it should be the punishment. Of course, you leave Earth, right? But I think you should also like you leave Earth in such a way that it hurts so bad while you're leaving it, so you don't have a peaceful death.
I agree with both, low key.
Like
It
you
depends
don't
on your
want you
crime.
don't, a pedophile, right? You don't want him to just immediately end his life, right? You want him to suffer because he did all that things, right? You want him to truly suffer and feel the pain. You don't want him to just let him off scot free, let him die and shit. You want to like really hurt him.
Oh God.
I mean, I get that. I get that. But like,
I
Sorry.
say
damn.
my bad.
And then also for me,
Um,
like it also depends on a crime that you did, cause like honestly like let's say because if you were to get life in prison and the death penalty wouldn't exist, it depends like what crime you did, you know, cause like some people get like really well respected in prison. Like, let's say like you killed a person, you aren't seen as a disgrace. You're seen as one of the top dogs. Like you're rough and shit. So you're just gonna get more respect in the prison, and than you are with the death penalty. Then like pedophiles, shit. That they get fucking like beat up and like every single day in prison they're treated horribly, right? So I think they would suffer more in like life sentence, right? Because they're gonna be bad treated every single day. But meanwhile, like murderers, they're seeing like top
I
dogs.
mean,
They're gonna have a decent life in prison. So I think get the murderer instead of letting him live a decent life in prison, fucking stone him. And also with
whoa, now.
murderers,
All right,
they're also gonna feel the pain that they did to the person they killed.
all right. Look, it depends on the murder, because of course there's self defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
self
there's
defense
different
isn't
types
a
of murder. Tell me there's
yeah, but we're talking about when someone like
self
gets a
defense.
life sentence, you know? Because like with self defense, even if you somehow get charged, which you usually don't in self defense, your max can get like 5 years. We're talking about like life sentences here, like you killed a couple people, and not in self defense either.
Um,
Homicide. He means homicide.
stone,
I mean
like,
homicide.
okay, okay, yeah. Stone, like that's such like.
Nah, I say it
I feel
depends. It
like
depends, bro. It depends.
stone.
Like, nah, we have
Like,
different.
look, like
I
stoning is
feel
super
like
painful, and like many people get to kill you. Or I'm thinking also like death by fire, because that's the most painful death there is.
nah, nah. All right. Look, so I feel like I really don't feel like. So you're saying you want the people to stone the nigga, like the
Huh?
civilians to stone the nigga
Huh? I want the police officers and maybe the families of the victims. You know, like the families of the victims, so they can
to
kill the
stone.
person that killed their family member.
Um,
That way, like they
I mean,
get
yeah,
revenge and they know they fucking killed that person.
but revenge is not good though. You know what I mean?
Nah, if you don't like
Like
revenge,
revenge,
you're just a pussy. You're just a pussy.
Like shit.
Some guy fucking comes in you,
what?
fucking socks you in the face. You're just
Oh,
gonna take that like a little bitch.
he comes in you and then he hits you.
I mean, no, but at the same time, like niggas that like murdered your, like, let's say somebody murdered your sister, right?
Yeah.
and your revenge is, yo, I'm gonna stone this nigga. I feel like you gotta be better than that. You know what I mean? You gotta be better than revenge and hate and shit. Because at the end of the day, like, you don't want that shit. You want to leave that shit in the past. You know what I mean? What happened
You
happened.
don't want to leave that shit in the
You know what I
past.
mean?
You told your fucking sister
Like,
you're just gonna let that slide.
you, bro,
He changed your
what
whole life. You're
happened?
gonna let
What
that shit
happened?
slide.
No, you're not letting it slide. No, you're not letting it slide, my nigga. The police is gonna handle this shit. The nigga's already dying, bruh.
Yeah,
That's
in
the
the
that's the
fucking
first
prison, he's gonna
punishment,
get
bruh.
treated like a fucking king. You really want that happening?
He's not gonna get treated like a king.
That's
He's
what
not gonna get
happens
treated
in
like a king
prison.
because he's gonna
He's
leave
seen
the
as a
earth.
murderer. People don't give a
He's
fuck
gonna
who he
leave.
murdered. He's gonna seen as
He's
tough. He's
I don't
gonna
know.
seen like
nigga.
a
Who
man.
gives a fuck if he's seen his stuff? He's
In
gonna
my in
die. He's
my
Gonna
gonna
in
have to
my
die
die,
in
bro.
humble
prison.
in my
I'm
humble
telling you.
opinion, in my humble opinion, I don't see the point of a death sentence. I don't see
Well,
it. All right. So what you guys are saying is Christian wants even the family members to, um, like, I don't know, peg this guy with rocks, like throw fucking stones at this guy. All right. Um. Well, first of all, it's one. Let's say um one talk about it is how moral is it to do that?
yeah.
I mean,
You see, I get that.
all
Like I
right.
get all the morals and ending a human life, right? But the
Which
thing is,
goes like right across your whole entire space expedition thing.
it really doesn't.
All
It
right,
really
all right.
doesn't. You know
Well,
why?
now you have
Because
a whole family throwing stones at a man and killing him. So what difference
yes,
does it make?
because
What difference
that
does that
family
make
had to
that
suffer
family?
the pain and sorrow and the
What
grieving
difference does that
of
make
the
the
family
family from the
members.
guy? How different does that make the family killing the murderer from the murderer?
Because the
Well,
Well,
the murderer
cause you can't put it on intention. The murderer's intention was to kill, and now the family's intention is to
kill.
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 Okay, so
Yeah.
then
Because
this doesn't make
let
it a
me put this.
difference.
This is my personal opinion. I'm gonna base this off of Newton's laws. My team. There every
Bro, what?
action has an equal reaction coming back. If you hit someone, their reaction is gonna be, "I'm gonna hit you." You kill my family member, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, then that
Nigga,
You
that's
make
that.
that pain and sorrow.
morally that doesn't make you any better from the murderer. All right, if that murderer's uh effect from his cause was he murdered someone, all right, stay in prison for the rest of your life and live this sorrowful, meaningless life, bro. Like
Yep.
there's no point. All right, so you kill this murderer off. What? Who does that benefit in that scenario?
You. And
How does it
it's
benefit
not like
me, bro?
it's
Because
not
this
like it's
guy,
mandatory.
because some guy killed my friend or a family member, I'm not gonna get any joy out of seeing this guy shocked in a chair. It's not gonna bring me joy, bro. Now you just scarred plus the murder of my friend. Now I'm watching this other guy die. I don't see a I don't see any moral
Yep.
it's not moral. First off, and I mean,
Right.
isn't it more cruel to have some guy live his life off in prison, rotting
Hold
in a
on.
cell?
All right, let me say what I want to say
It
first off.
all
Oh
depends
shit.
on the crime, man.
Oh no,
See,
shut up, shut up, shut up.
pedophiles,
Let me say something. Hold on, shut up,
pedophiles,
shut up, shut
and
up.
like other crimes like that, I wouldn't recommend
Hold
the
on.
death penalty
Chad,
because
am I
I know
muted
they're
with
gonna
some
get
shit?
treated
Can
like
you not
shit
hear
in
me?
prison.
Hello?
I know what they're gonna get treated like.
We hear you, bro. We hear you, bro.
All right, bro. Let me say what I gotta say, bro. All right.
Mhm.
Say your
I
shit.
say we should have death penalty, and it should depend on what you did. So, like,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what I'm
like
saying.
maybe like if you like maybe like killed like a person or two, then maybe like all right, lethal injection. But if you like a pedophile and you like raped a bunch of kids, you should die like a brutal ass death. And it's on God.
Nah, bruh. Cause
Yeah,
like, nah, bruh. I
And
feel like it
if you
should
think
be.
otherwise, you're retarded.
Loki.
How,
This might sound
bruh?
crazy,
They're
but
they're
you gotta
They
let's
should
listen to
suffer,
me.
bro.
You
If
gotta
they
rape the
created that
rapist.
much pain and did all that shit, suffer.
but y'all why y'all acting like who decides the fucking punishments, like stoned to death, my nigga. This shit is like this
I'm
shit.
just hiding, bro. This shit's painful, bro. I want them to feel pain, hella pain.
Exactly.
I get that, but bro,
They're
they're
terrible people,
already
bro. They should
facing the
die.
punishment.
Yeah, no, I don't.
They're
I
leaving.
don't see the point.
The thing about it, look. It's like their punishment already is leaving the earth, bro. Like you not being able to live your life, you
Alright, we're not
having your
suffering
life
while they're
cut short.
dying, bro.
Yeah, but
Use the
That's
left
the
lane
but
to
punishment
exit
itself.
US.
yeah, but
Alright,
here's
why
the
are we
You
giving them
thing.
more punishment, bro? They're
them,
burning.
them feeling hella
On the
pain
right,
before
use
they
the left
go.
lane to US 1 North.
That's
It's
just
better,
extra
bro.
shit. You know what I mean?
Alright, I like
Wait,
extra
That's
wait,
just
shit,
wait,
extra.
wait,
bro.
wait,
Look,
wait, wait,
Order
wait.
extra
But
food
let
on
me
my
finish my
food.
take. See, like,
Continue on
if
north
if
4
someone
miles.
believes in the idea of heaven, hell, like whatever religion they are, right? Once they
uh-huh.
die, if you believe in the religious morals, right? That person would go to hell, right? There wouldn't be a black screen. But let's say if you didn't, after they die, right? There's gonna be nothing for them. They don't have a brain process. They don't have a thought process. They will remember shit that they did.
All right, all right. Then hear me
Okay.
out. If you're talking about a religious view on, all right, I'm not gonna go into too specific detail, but like, if you're saying this guy goes to hell and he obviously hell is whatever hell is, whatever you believe hell is, which is in most cases it's bad, right? um if you look into Catholicism, it is a sin. It is one of the sins to not kill. You shall not
Yeah,
kill.
that's kind of
So the family, and like you're saying, you want to let the family participate. The family has now
but what
committed that sin, and they are no different.
I should not kill, right?
And
Does that disobey self defense?
well, it's the the sin is you shall not kill,
You
Christian.
shall not kill.
You
So
shall not
so
kill. You
that
shall not take another life.
so that in
Alright, so if I
itself
kill someone, they're trying to kill me, I
makes
go to
them
hell?
ready for self defense.
Yeah, self
If you
defense.
kill, then yes.
Mm.
God says you
What
should
if like
absolve
if
yourself from
That's retarded.
hatred.
Mm.
You should have the the right in your heart to forgive. And if let's say you do kill someone like that in that case, and it's like, oh, you repent. Let's be honest, half of those families aren't, in your case, half of those families are not repenting for what they did. So does that
Good.
resolve it?
yeah,
Does that resolve it for them? Because
Uh,
they just took a life, and they most of the time, if you are really sure of what you're saying, then they're not gonna repent the fact that they just took another human's life. No matter what that human did.
that question really depends on what the family believes with their religious process.
Well, I'm just saying because you brought up a religious process.
Yeah. So in a religious process, if you say someone was under the Christian denominations, even I'm pretty sure Muslim people can fact check me on that. I don't know if it says that in the Quran, but with that, if people had the religious produce, my take would, yeah, it would be invalid. So how about this? Let's say the family should have an option whether or not they want to. So like it's it's an option for the family's victims to give the death penalty. You know what I'm starting to think
nah,
now.
nah.
Where I'm
I I feel like they shouldn't have that option. I feel
I
like
don't think they should
look,
because
look, look.
why
All
would
this
the court
shit.
of law be, why would the
Look,
court of law want to control the family's decisions that are already grieving?
look,
It's
look,
honestly
look,
up to them.
look, bro. What you're saying? Them niggas in the 1700s was thinking the same shit. That's why they were in the period that we're in. We're trying to move past that shit. You know what I mean? This cycle of
I mean,
violence, this
if you really
cycle of
think
hate,
So, all
in
right,
the
well
this
then,
1700s,
cycle,
Germ, if
that
that's
we trying
ideology
to end
really
that
had.
shit.
Jerem, if that's the case, then it's literally in the Bill of Rights, the freedom to choose whatever religion you seek, then that goes against your rights,
Yeah, and may
because
I
you're
input?
completely
If
ignoring your
they're really
religious
trying to
choice to do whatever the
protest
government wants to
against
do with that.
things from the 1700s,
So, so you saying the government not giving you the choice of killing whoever killed your family member, that is bad? Is that what you're saying? Them not giving them the choice to kill them?
No, but in this
uh,
case, you're saying, in this case, the family should have like absolutely no, like that guy should be killed, and the family has to be present for it,
No,
because that
no,
goes against.
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they shouldn't have a choice of killing them, like the
see,
family
but
killing the killer.
I believe they should have a choice. Honestly, just because they are that family's victims, they are the one who are ultimately suffering. They should have a choice whether they want to kill them or not.
I feel like they.
Why
I
would
feel
they
like they
want to let
shouldn't.
somebody else dictate which didn't grieve as much as they did? They just got a case filed and opened it up and read it. They haven't suffered as much. They don't know truly as much as them.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like that shouldn't be a thing because then it's like, bro, let the police handle that shit, bro.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?
Well,
Well,
Let the
my
police
I
handle that
searched
family,
it
shit.
up, and families
Let the
do
government
my
have.
handle that
family ran away, and I already think the judo system and police are corrupt in this day now. Like what happened with
Yeah, they're
George
yeah,
Floyd? He was unlawfully killed by the police. The
yeah. Hella
police
niggas
should
are
have
unlawful by the
when they
police.
are already corrupt. They are known for being corrupt.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So, so why would the already corrupt police and judicial system have to dictate the death of the perp that killed that family member?
All right,
Why would that?
families. All right, families do have a say in the death penalty. Um, victims' families have are their what's it called? Their opinions on the decision is factored into it, but they don't have the final say in what happens.
See, that's why I don't like. They really don't have the final say. They really don't have the final say in what happens to the perp.
Well, then
It is
again,
ultimately up to the judges.
most people don't have the, because if that's the case, then can't people just say, I don't think that's, no. Now that I think about it, I don't think the family should have a final direct say in death penalties or
Yeah, because
not.
what if the family is mentally retarded? What if they're all inbred? You know what I mean?
All right.
And
Well,
they say some stupid shit.
that's not really the way I was going in, but it's
But
it's
you really think
Yeah,
slightly,
about that?
Okay.
it's slightly, uh, in a way, yes. It's like families, um, it's like they don't have that, they shouldn't have that kind of power to whether to just, because most families would probably just be like, all right, yeah, do it. But they don't
I
know, they
agree.
yeah,
don't they don't take into account all the other factors of this
I do
trial,
get
of the
that point.
trial.
I kind of do get that point because some families might not be on the more educated side. Like I do get that, but still, they still have all the emotion and the suffering they have. They should have the choice what happens to them.
All right,
The one
well
that's
then,
scarred.
uh, trials shouldn't be um purely based on emotion.
on God.
No, look. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying trials. I'm just saying the ultimate choice, right? It should not just be based on emotion, because a family could still be sad that the guy, let's say we're talking about the guy who attacked first on the self defense side. This is a family, right? The family sad that their guy died after their guy tried to attack the other guy, right? I'm not saying just because that family is sad means means that the attacker should like be free or whatever. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying emotion has to do part with the death penalty. Like, right? All the judge, all the judo work is already settled, right? It's either he gets life or death. He's already been proven guilty. That family should now have the choice of it, whether they want him to go to prison or get the death penalty, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying emotion has to do with every single part of the trial. I'm just saying that's where emotion takes a part of it in that trial split. Because with emotion in a trial, that would just be based. It has to be after the trial is already over and the perp is already facing life or death. It should ultimately be up to the family or closest friends.
Um, uh, I don't know.
But I do get your side. I do get how it can be problematic and shit. But I still do agree with my point, but I do get your side and why you would think that.
I say just kill him.
Alright,
Sorry, I'm
I don't.
thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
All right, while
I'm
you're
thinking.
thinking, let me say something, bro. Let me say something. Right.
Raise James.
I don't think the people like the family should have a choice on what if they die or not. I think that the jury should. Um,
Mhm.
I do believe in the death penalty. People should suffer for the crimes that they committed.
Yep.
Um, what else I want to say? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like everybody agree with it, except Aldo.
no, no, I don't think the family should have a. Well, I do think they should have input like they do already. I don't think they should have the final choice.
But,
I
yeah, I
think they
Agreed.
should
know. That's the jury should have the choice.
Um,
the roles should
Yep.
switch between juror first and now family first. So the juror he can put his input, so what he recommends to the family, but the family instead of the juror has the final choice.
I don't
I
know, bro.
think the roles should have
I don't know.
flipped because the family is more important than the juror in that case. Because the
All
juror
right,
doesn't
look,
have
look.
any personal connection to the case. It's their
Oh,
job.
wait,
But the
hold on,
juror,
hold on. If the judge says that he's gonna die and the family says they want him to stay alive, I say the judge should let them do that. Like let him stay alive. Because
no,
what if like
no,
Yeah, so
no,
what if that
so
family's
that's so
religion is
that's
no,
so
like
that
based
would be
on like
family first. That would be
nah,
family first. But the judge,
no, bro.
instead of the family
No,
having input and the judge having the final decision, it should be judge having input and family final decision.
no, bro. No,
no?
all right, look.
I say judge have decision. I say the family have input into it.
The family should have the input, and the juror should have the final say. You know what I mean? Now,
Right.
if the judge says, "Yo, this nigga gotta go," and the family says, "No, don't kill him," I feel like the
Yeah.
nigga still gotta go. The nigga still gotta go. You know what I mean?
So,
Like,
but
cause there's hella. Mhm. You
I
go.
I do get your point. You can go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like because there's hella families where they're just like, you know what, we forgive you, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, but the
them
family
and
could forgive him and just let him live.
look,
That's what I'm saying. It's their choice.
look. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Them forgiving the killer doesn't change the fact that the killer is a fucking killer.
Oh
You know
God.
what I mean?
this is what I'm.
The
Exactly.
killer
So
This
did
is.
some
it's not the
terrible
choice, and
shit.
I'm not saying it's an immediate decision. They can take their time on that. While they're taking their time on the decision, the person could just stay jailed. The families, of course, they're going to be processing emotion. They can wait on that, right? The death penalty just doesn't happen just any seconds. The person is still held in jail, right?
Nah, cause
So the family
look,
still has the
yeah,
time to make the decision. It's not like, oh no, what should I do? They have time. They do have
okay,
time.
get that, I get that, but the fact of them being like, yo, let it live, him being alive is endangering everybody. You know what I mean?
So
That's
I
the thing
don't.
what
I
about
you're
it.
don't think so
what you're
because he's
saying
just
is
gonna be
him
in
being
prison.
alive would he would still be in
Nigga, what's
prison. So
stopping the
then
nigga from
what
prison?
what
What
I think what side you're on, I'm pretty sure you're saying any person who's offered the death penalty should get the death penalty, because right
No,
now you're
no. But
saying
I'm
the
saying,
the killer shouldn't be alive. But right now you're saying from what
because
you
look,
said, just what I heard.
look, look. What I'm saying is, first of all, bro, how often is the death penalty handed out? You know how much, like, you know how bad shit you got to do to even get the death penalty?
Yeah, have you
Niggas
heard the
get
bad
life
stuff
and
that people
shit.
has been doing lately?
Huh?
Have you heard the bad shit that people have been doing lately? Even if
Yeah,
the
I know.
cases of death penalties aren't so large each year, you still have to take account for that. You still have to take
Look,
account for that.
look. For you to even get the stage of death penalty, like, you have to do some horrible ass. You know
Yep,
what I mean?
you have
And I
to be a
feel like
serial.
if the jury is like, yo, this nigga gotta go, he's a danger to everybody here, he gotta go. You know
The
what I
family
mean?
should have to say. The
And I get
family should
that,
have to
like,
say. Look,
the
let
family
me
should not
start
have
up.
the final say, because, bro, the family's not gonna know how much of a danger this nigga is gonna be in society. You know what I mean? And I get that they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's gonna be in prison. Bro,
All
him
right,
being in prison is endangering everybody in that prison itself.
Alright, well, are you envisioning this murder
But
as a
just be on
serial killer? And obviously
I'm
the
envisioning,
prisoners the
I'm envisioning. Keep going.
I'm just saying there's safety measures in prisons for all this.
yeah,
I'm
because
saying what I'm saying
there's
is,
always a
if
safety measure. It's
the
not like they're just
jury,
gonna escape.
if
No,
if
go.
the
Yeah.
jury decides that this nigga is a danger to society and he has to leave this earth,
He's
I
not a
feel
danger
like,
to society. He physically can't.
nigga, that's the point of a death, bro. That's the point of a sentence, my nigga. Because they feel like he's a danger to society and he has to leave Earth.
Alright, so
That's the
then
point of a
what's
death sentence,
what's
bro.
what's the difference of him just spending the rest of his time in jail, not without parole, without the chance of getting out? If he is not let back
Without
into
the chance of getting out.
society, then to just keep him in
See, like,
prison.
yeah, see, like me and Jerm have
So
very
look,
different views on the death penalty.
Oh
I think the
shit!
death penalty should be
look.
used for the ultimate, for honestly revenge and suffering, while Jerm is more on the side of like just get
I,
him out of here.
I feel like it should be in the hands of niggas that actually are smart. You know what I mean? That niggas that thought of this shit over again. Niggas that done the research. No, right? I feel like it should be left in the hands of them, not them bad shit in their head. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but judges
That's
are
all I'm
also
saying.
Mm,
I feel
corrupt.
like huh?
Judges are also corrupt.
that's true.
Yeah, that is true. Judges are corrupt. That is definitely true. But at the end of the day, that decision like, that wasn't made by only the judge. You know what I mean? That was made by multiple people. You know what I mean? That's lived through this shit. That's been through this shit. You know what I mean? This is definitely still a thing. And I'm just saying, if I feel like the final say shouldn't be the family that's obviously grieving and is going through a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? I feel like it should just be left to the people that's done extensive research on this. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but the
You know
family
what
could
I mean?
also
I
access the
get where
case
you're,
file.
nigga. Okay, I get that, but at the end of the day, them niggas just going with the nigga going. You know what I mean? The niggas just gonna be like, yeah, we want the nigga going. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, let's leave it to the smart people, the people that aren't emotionally a wreck, obviously, the people that aren't probably, you know what I mean, using abuse. You know what I mean? Let's leave it to the people that are, actually doing research, that are smart, that have been through this shit, that has lived through this shit, probably gone through the same shit the family did, but are on a level head
Cabinet
and
shit.
is using
Lied to my
logic.
mama and
You know
shit.
what I mean?
All right, I do get your
Take
point.
a look.
Prove it
Any any
exactly.
any any anybody have final thoughts on this?
I've given my
All right,
thoughts.
so
I mean, I just don't think there's a point to it. I just
All right, all right,
all right,
all right. Could I ask the next question if everybody's ready?
Hold on,
No.
hold on. Gup said
No, that's whatever, bro. Everyone just ignore me. It's whatever.
Bro, bro, you said
I don't know
What you gonna
Gup,
say?
you
bro.
said 4 times in a row, bro. Spit it out.
Oh, bro,
All
keep
right, Gup,
talking, bro.
speak
All
your
right, my bad.
mind.
I'm not rude. I'm not
Alright,
rude. All right.
everybody shut the fuck up and let Gup a couple more times before he says something.
All right. All right. Before I say what I gotta say, I still, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of see other side a little bit, kind of, because I just read something like on the internet, right? So like most death sentences are like kind of racist, low key,
What?
like
Back in the
racist, bro.
1800s with Emmett Till.
Low key racist, bro. Because like, wait, hold on. Let me see it again. Hold on, I gotta find it. It's like a percentage. Hold on.
It is. I saw a whole movie about it.
Fuck, where's
Yeah,
The
that?
the whole
the
the
Green
whole
Mile.
the whole jailing system is bad. The same reason
Yeah,
there's red
it's
zones in
corrupt. It's corrupt.
Philadelphia. Everything is just messed up.
It was the Green Mile, right? The Green Mile.
That is
I
not the
think so.
movie,
I don't know.
bro. No, definitely not.
I forget what the name
Is that
of
a
it.
Stephen
I
King
watched
book?
it there. Huh? I don't know.
I don't know,
But
but
no,
the government
that's
is
the
still
one
it's
that's
still
that's the one movie where
the
Eminem
government.
starts throwing up in a toilet.